Hello fam, it's Josao here again. Welcome to yet another tutorial. In this tutorial, I'm going to show you how to use the MACD indicator. Indicator basically are technical tools which you use, alright, that helps you to identify a trend or helps you to enter a trade and when to exit a trade. They are part of technical analysis. So MACD basically means the moving average convergence divergence. All right, it's an indicator that basically shows you when to enter a trade and when to exit a trade. So this is basically what you are saying. This is the MACD indicator. I'm going to show you how you can add the MACD indicator, all right, on your chart and how you can basically use it to enter a trade by the end of this tutorial. So firstly, the first thing you need to do is to know the path, all right, of what the MACD indicator. So as you are seeing, basically, we have what? This orange line, we have the blue line, we have this green at the bottom, and this. So you are going to know this stuff one after the other, all right? And if you are a beginner getting to hear this for the first time. So the first thing you are seeing where this arrow is pointing, you are seeing this blue line. This blue line where this arrow is pointing is called the MACD line. Okay, this blue line is called the MACD line. Then you move to the second. I'm going to show you how to use them. All right. You move to this orange line. All right. This orange line you are seeing where this arrow is pointing is called the signal line. Okay. The blue line is called the MACD line, and the orange line is called the signal line. Okay, just try to know these two stuff. The two lines you are seeing, basically the blue line is called the MACD line and the orange line is called the signal line. Then we move to the next one here. You are basically seeing this is what's called like what? Histogram. Okay, you have histogram. This one you are seeing, be it the green or you see the red. All right, this basically is called the histogram. The histogram basically shows you what? The buying power. All right, in simple terms, I want to make this very beginner friendly for all everyone to understand. So this basically shows you what? The buying power or the selling power. Okay, it shows you the buying power, all right, or the selling power of the buyers or the sellers. This green basically shows you what? The buyers, and the red here basically shows you what? The sellers. Okay, the green shows you what? The buying power, okay, of the buyers, and the red shows you what? The buying powers of what? The red shows you the buying powers of what? The sellers. Okay, so whenever you see this thick green, all right, it means what? The buyers are in control. There is high buying power. Whenever you see this fade green, all right, you see this histogram, all right, starts fading, like you start seeing light green, it means what? The buyers are losing their momentum. Okay, the buyers are losing their momentum. When you come again to the red, whenever you see this red, this thick red here, all right, this thick red, it means what? The buyers are really in control, the sellers, sorry, are really in control. Okay, which means they are pushing the market what? Down. All right, the price is moving down. So in those cases, you want to be looking for short, but I'm going to show you how you can basically look for entry. Then whenever you see what? This light red, whenever you see this light red, it basically means what? The sellers are losing momentum. Okay, they are losing momentum. They can either regain again, as you can see from here, the sellers were in control and they start losing a little bit of momentum. Then later again, they regain momentum and what? Lost again. And you can basically see these buyers took over. So now let me explain about this indicator and I'm going to show you how you can basically set this. So I'm assuming you already know the names. Okay, we have what? The blue line that is called the MACD line. We have the red line that is called the orange line that is called the signal line, and we have the histogram, which is what these boxes you are seeing here, the green and the red. Now, when do you basically enter, all right, a trade? Now, whenever, all right, please listen to this. I want this to be very, very friendly. we have what we call crossover. Now let's look at this where this arrow is pointing. All right, this is what we call crossover. Okay, crossover is basically when the blue line is crossing over the orange line, or when the orange line is crossing over the blue line. It's good we have two scenarios here, which I'm going to show you now, where you are seeing this arrow pointing as well. Okay, you are seeing this arrow pointing. So let's come to this first arrow at the bottom. Now you are seeing what? The MACD line, which is the blue line. The blue line is crossing over what? The orange line. Whenever the blue line crosses over the orange line, you want to go for a buy trade. It means what? The sellers are in control. If you notice, you are basically seeing when this blue line crosses over here, you are seeing from the histogram at the top here where my cursor is, you are seeing what? Buyers are in control, and you see the market moved up. Okay, I'm going to show you this on the chart. We are going to basically see. I just want you guys to understand this. So this is what we call crossover signal. So what? The blue line, which is the MACD line, crosses over what? The orange line, which is the signal line. And what happened? The market moved up. Okay, the market moved up. We are going to talk more about indicators in upcoming tutorials. Ensure you subscribe. If you have not subscribed, like this video and turn on your bell notification icon. Whenever I post a new video, you'll be the first to be notified. All right. So whenever this MACD line crosses over this what signal line, which is the orange line, you want to enter for a buy. Now let's look here again and see at the top here where you're seeing this arrow, we saw what? The signal line crosses over the MACD line. So which basically means what? The orange line crosses over the blue line. The cross over the when this line crosses over, it means what it's called a crossover. Okay, a crossover signal. So now we basically want to enter for a short trade. All right, you want to enter for a short trade. You want to go for a sell. You want to sell. Short basically means what? Sell. Long basically means what? Buy. Okay, you say bullish, it means the price is going up. Bearish, the price is going down. You can basically watch my crypto, all right, or forex for beginners for you to understand all those terminologies. So whenever this orange line, okay, crosses over this blue line, you want to look for a sell. It means what? The sellers are pushing the price down. Okay, now you see as soon as we have this crossover, you can see from the histogram at the bottom here, right? What the market moved down. Okay, the market moved down. Let's look again here. Let's take another scenario before we move to the chart finally. So now we have another crossover here again. All right, you can basically see we have another crossover here again. All right, so this time the signal line crosses over the MACD line, which means the signal is what? The orange, and the MACD is the blue. So the MACD, the signal line crosses over this. So what do you notice? You notice what? The market moved down. You can basically see from the histogram here. All right, you see we have what? High selling power. All right, you can see from the histogram here. Okay, so we have high selling power. And later again, we have another crossover at the bottom here. Okay, we have another crossover at the bottom here where you see what? The MACD line crosses over what? The signal line at this bottom. So you see, as soon as we have a crossover here again, then you want to look for an entry for a buy. So you see from the histogram here, you see that the buyers, you are really in control. You can see what the power. All right, you can see what the buying power. I don't want to use, there are terms that I use, but I want to make this very logical, very easy for you to understand as a beginner. Okay, so this is it, guys. So how to basically use the MACD. So now let's go to the chart and let's basically see how to set up this MACD indicator. So the platform I'm currently using is called TradingView. All right, you can basically subscribe to the channel. I'm going to do a complete tutorial, all right, on how to basically set it up. So now this is what? GBP USD. This is the Great British Pound USD. This is live market, all right, as the time of recording this tutorial. So now when you basically open this one, when you basically open this, now let's see, so this one is more visible. Now this is the chart. Okay, what you are basically going to do, you are going to come at the top here. You see, you are seeing what? Indicators. Okay, you just tab in here at the top, indicator. When you tap indicator, then the indicator are going to be what? Visible to you. Okay, So let's just wait for this to basically load. So you can look at the chat icon here. All right, the chat box. You can basically type MACD. Okay, just type MACD. All right, so MACD basically is going to give you this indicator. All right, so you just what tap this, you can see moving average convergence divergence is the name of the indicator. All right, it's basically called MACD. All right, that's just the abbreviation. So after this, you want to just select what MACD. Just tap on this, then the MACD indicator is going to appear on the screen. Okay, then you move back. Now we are basically seeing what the MACD indicator. Okay, we are basically seeing what the MACD indicator. So now this is what previous price data. Okay, this is previous data. Don't forget technical tools. All right, we have what technical analysis, we have fundamental, and we have sentiment analysis. Technical basically is when you have to deal with historical price data. Okay, you predict where price is going to go next. So now guys, you already know about this. Okay, this is the MACD at the bottom. So now when you basically see the MACD the bottom here, what you basically need to do now, just let's look so you can basically confirm whether this is true or this is false. Okay, let me zoom. Okay, so now this is more visible to you guys. So I will start from here. So we have what this MACD line, which is the blue line, and we have the signal, which is what the orange, and we have the histogram. Okay, so now let's go to the chart here and see we have a crossover here. Okay, we have what a crossover. All right, don't forget when this orange line or the blue line crosses over one or and the other, it is called a crossover signal. So look here where this arrow is pointing. We have a crossover here. Okay, this was the signal line cross over the MACD line, which means the market is going down. Let's see from the chart if you have entered that trade. So this is exactly the point. This is exactly the point. You see, this is exactly the point. So you can see from the when it's basically crossover. Let me increase this arrow a little. So you can basically see from the chart, the market move down, right? You can basically see the market what move down. Okay, the market move down, move down, move down, move down, right till here. Okay, then what happened again? We you can basically see we have another crossover signal here. All right, this signal now is for what a buy. Okay, because the MACD crosses over the signal line. Look at the bottom here. All right, just look at the bottom here. I'm explaining this in a very easy way. So now the MACD line with the MACD line, which is the blue line, crosses over what the signal line. So let's see what happens when we have this crossover. So this is exactly it. As you can basically see from here, this is what the point. Okay, so you can basically see from here. All right, these are other ways which you can basically set, but I don't want to like confuse you. So you can basically just leave it like this. All right, 12 and 26. We'll talk about this more. Let me just delete this. Sorry, guys. Sorry. Okay, so when you basically see what the crossover here, what happened? It also occurred, right? It also occurred, right? So for me, where this arrow is pointing, you are basically seeing what the market moved up. Okay, so you see the market, you can see this is high what buying power. You see high buying power. So you see the market moved up, the market moved up. You see the market what moved up, market moved up, market moved up. And what do you notice again? Where you move again and we have another what the market continue moving up. All right, you see here. All right. So now look at this other word. We have another entry again. Okay. We have another entry again. So the price continue to move higher, 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 and higher. So if you have entered, you have made like what over 20, 30, 40 people because this is the 1 hour time frame. Now let me explain something again. This is not always going to be the case. Like when you enter, you are going to do this and all that. Indicators sometimes lag. Sometimes they show you a crossover when the action have already took place. So you want to combine indicator with other technical tools, okay, like candlestick patterns. You want to probably use the bullish engulfing candle, you want to use the bearish engulfing. All right. Sometimes you want to use the gravestone doji and all that. Just look for a candlestick pattern. But for beginner, what I recommend is just try to understand the bullish engulfing pattern. All right, the bullish engulfing and the bearish engulfing was pattern. I'll do a tutorial about that in the future. So now, one thing you must basically know also again, sometimes you don't need to enter when, like in this case here, you are seeing like what the market is what ranging, which means this particular area here where you're seeing at the bottom where this arrow is pointing. Now, when you can't see which area, all right, the crossover is happening because you see it is what very, 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 very tight. So this is where I'm talking about this bottom. Okay, you see, you can't see whether the orange line is covering the yellow line and the MACD line or not. Okay, whether the signal line is covering the MACD or the MACD is covering the signal. So you want to stay away from this kind of entry. It is kind of what a ranging or choppy market. Okay, so you want to wait to see another what a legit crossover. When you see a crossover like this and you try to grab understanding about what your candlestick patterns, or probably you want to use support and resistance and trend line. These are all what technical tools you can basically use. Check the description section. All right, I'm going to basically leave links. I've done tutorials about that. All right, you can basically check my technical analysis like playlist to watch about support and resistance and trend lines as well. So guys, this is basically how you use what the MACD indicator, the moving average convergence divergence. Okay, so let me know if you have any question, and I just drop them in the comment section. I'll respond within 24 hours. And let me know if this video was kind of like beginner friendly. So I'll be doing more videos like this, okay, in the future for beginners like you. So if you are interested in learning about crypto or learning about Forex, I'm going to be having 1 month free beginners training. Send me a message by Instagram at Joseph Sesay Concept or by YouTube, sorry, by Facebook, all right, or just drop you're interested in the comment section and I'll give you further instructions. So you can basically see that this thing is legit. If we go to previous price performance, you can basically see this been happening. Okay, so you see we have what another course over here again from the MACD line, which is a buy. So the market moved up. Now you might want to say the question is, how do I do my entry? You want to enter when basically what you see this crossover. As soon as you see this crossover, all right, you want to basically what do your entry immediately. Okay, but don't just only use indicator. You need other technical tools. That is why I'm advising you to subscribe to the channel, because I'm going to come up with what you are going to combine with what this MACD indicator to make you be a profitable trader. So you just enter from here, and when you basically see like what the MACD line, okay, is trying to compress, it's getting closer to the signal line, or you are seeing what the buying power is losing, you want to what exit your trade. Okay, then you don't want to enter in this type of market, this kind of like choppy ranging market. You wait for another cross signal again, so you can get over 10, 15, 20 trades a day just by using what the MACD line. You see the market move down again, right? You see the signal line, the market moved down, the market moved down, and we have another crossover from the MACD, market moved up. So you see this particular one is like what just legit. You just need to know how to what use this, because we have two types of indicators. We have the lagging and non-lagging indicators, which I'm going to explain in upcoming tutorials. All right, guys. So this is basically it for today's tutorial. Let me know if you find value. Drop one under in the comment section. Smash the like button, subscribe, and share this video to other beginners. Stay blessed. I'm Josao, and see you in upcoming tutorials.